And I'm here, aka Jack.
Hello, Ryan here, aka Steve from Messiah.
Together we are
Super Brothers! Welcome back
Thank you.
to our rundown of the top 10 games from E3
Yes.
this year, obviously. Now we're at number 1. So,
Sit back.
relax.
Hobbity-bee! One clip. So our number 1 game is...
Obviously.
Star Citizen! Why is it our number 1?
Because it's just an epic space sim. AAA game made by Chris Roberts. There's so much to it. I mean, I backed it back
Talk
in...
about the history of it first.
Well, back in 2012... Well, at the moment you're watching just some footage from E3 of Chris Roberts playing it.
He's the guy that...
He's the main man behind it. This is just the... What's it called?
Dogfighting module?
Dogfight module, Arena Commander they call it now. But yeah, it should go into some Vandal Swarm. This is just Free Flight. But yeah, back in 2012, Chris Roberts put out this Kickstarter, needing $2 million to create this game of a space sim that he's wanted to play for his entire life. He's always wanted to have a game like this, and technology has not been available. So he thought, and he went to a producer and he said, no one's going to buy it. It's all console now. Forget PC. So he needed $2 million to get this going.
Get this kick-started.
And currently we're at
46
million and a half. So he'll eventually get to 47. So he's surpassed it, and it's sort of groundbreaking. It's record breaking.
Well, this is a game that was number 1 in your list.
Yeah,
Didn't appear in my list at all because I'm not a PC gamer.
No.
But if I was, again, like with No Man's Sky on PC, if I was to buy a PC for gaming, I would wait for this game to come out, and this would be the game I buy it for.
Yeah.
I'm not a massive fan of like space shooters. I've tried EVE
I wasn't. Yeah,
online,
Yeah,
but it's not. It's quite hardcore, but it's fun, and I really want to get into it. But with a game like this, all the community's invested in it,
yeah.
and you're guaranteed to be involved in a very detailed
Well, yeah,
universe.
we make. He puts out the decisions for us to make for these games. I mean, obviously he has his own say in it, and whatever goes from him. But
Of course.
he asks us questions. He asks the community questions like, "Do we want to see this? What do we want to see next?" And we get to vote. But it's with all the money that he's been doing, every $1 million that he makes that they get, they give out another stretch goal where, like recently one of them was that, like No Man's Sky, that procedurally generated software. They put $1 million into the research and development into it, so they can reproduce infinite planets. Because at the moment they've got 400 stars plus 400 plus solar systems, planets, and landing zones and so forth. And it's
He's good at crashing.
he does it all the time.
What is the game about? What do you do in the game? What can you do?
It's right. The general idea of it is it's a space sim. It's not just space combat. It's e-commerce. Well, it's like
It's a living world, isn't it?
It's a living, breathing world. Yeah, it's a universe where you go in and you can be a trader, you can be a pilot, a pirate, you can be.
Is it like The Sims, but
In a sense,
online space shooter with amazing graphics?
that's a good way of putting it.
Yeah.
I don't know, no, because we don't know what I don't think your character's going to be like, oh, I need to go to the toilet, or
no, but
I need to eat something. I don't know if he's going to have that.
It's a case of you get a hangar, you get a ship, you earn a living.
Yeah, there's a full economy in it. I mean, this short 10-minute video isn't going to explain everything. You need to go to the Robert Space Industries website to get all the information and just follow it, because it is going to be one of the biggest games, and it's out next year ever.
This is why I'm happy to have it as number 1, because I think the technical achievement of this game is astounding.
It is, and the fact that they're not using a producer or is it a producer? Isn't it like EA or anything like that?
yeah.
They're doing it solely by themselves.
Yeah.
And a producer would be like, no, you need to get it out there now. You need to get it, and they wouldn't allow anybody to see the progress. Whereas Star Citizen, every day they upload something. Barren Weekends, they upload something that they've been doing. They have a weekly show on. They have everything. There's so much to it that you just need to watch. You need to go to the website and you need to look into it.
Yeah.
Even if you don't back it now, it doesn't matter. I pledged.
Well, I haven't. I won't be pledging to this game.
No. Well, you don't have a PC, so why would you?
Yeah, I'm not interested in this game as much yet as until I've seen more of a final product about it.
Yeah.
So we're again opposite ends of the spectrum. It's going to be great. You've invested in it. They've just released this dogfighting module that anyone who's invested in can play it. Is that right?
Yeah, if you've invested so much to pledge for a ship, then you can play it.
So what can you do? You can get in your hangar in your ship.
Yeah,
fly
well,
out
I mean,
into this-
the hangar module came out last year. Last year, where you can basically whatever ship I pledged for an Aurora. I don't want to get a higher ship because I want to be able to earn that in game. Everything you can buy, you can earn in game. So I thought I'd get the most basic ship, and you can in the hangar module you could sit in it, you could look around it.
Yeah.
It was very basic, but it was nice to see it. And so for 2 years they've been saying the next module would be the dogfighting module, where you get to go and fly and compete against real people because they've just started reeling out the multiplayer mode. But yeah, so now you can get into your ship, you can fly into space, you can get good practice at shooting the Vandal, which is the alien race,
right
in fiction,
okay.
or you can just have a free flight and just roam around like what he was doing earlier. But there's only 3 ships you can do. There's this one, the Hornet. You've got the Aurora, and you've got the 300i, the Origin.
Which one have you got?
I've got the Aurora, the cheap, nasty-looking one. But they're reading out more. You're going to have multiplayer. You can have a big frigate ship that you can have multi-crewed, where one of you is the pilot, one of you controls the comms, the other one controls the weapons. And there's so much to it. You know, there's EVA, there's boarding. You can attack another ship and eventually, not now, but eventually board that ship and take it over.
So basically, if there's a few of you that like to play together online, you can all chip in together, buy a ship now that's going to hold, or maybe buy a ship when the game comes out. You can all just get the game separately. You've all chipped in for one ship, and you can all work together.
Yeah.
So if you're flying through space, doing a cargo run, or doing some exploration, you run into some baddies or some PvP, you just run through your ship, get into the gunner seat, and you can start. It's basically like a living, breathing online space.
Yeah,
exploration.
They're going to make
game.
a persistent universe, which is going to be constantly updated. But the thing is, they've already got on the website. When you go to the website, they've got an organisations page where you can join an organisation and be a member of. And I think I've joined the Imperium because there's about 3,000 members, and yeah, they're going to control the jump points. There's going to be this sort of. They'll control a lot of the map because of the biggest. So if you get into trouble, you can call on your boys and they'll come flying in. They'll have escort services where if you're trying to get from point A to point B, you can hire them, and they'll have a rating system where if they rate you for how well
you performed,
and then vice versa, and this is how the whole world will work. There's too much to explain.
Yeah.
It will take hours to get through it all.
But there's a lot you can do. Anything you think you could probably do on this kind of game, it's there. It will be there. You know. So when's it due?
2015 is when they're due to release. There's going to be this, then there's going to be the multiplayer.
Do you not think it'll be delayed?
Well, it might do. This was delayed. The dogfighting module was delayed over and over again. But the fact is, they say it's not ready yet.
Yeah.
And we trust them. It's not because they're trying to reel in the money.
I appreciate the fact that they delay things because there's no publisher behind them to say, right, you must get out on such a date, ready or not. They'll keep delay it till it's ready. But that is a worry for me. This is why I haven't gone into too much. Got this on my list because these kind of games, the Kickstarters always have if there's no developers, no publisher behind them pushing it, there's always that chance. I mean, I don't think it'll happen with this because these seem like a decent, honest group of people that they'll just keep delaying. And by 2017, this may come out and it'll be like, well, it's caught up by then. But they look to me, the fact that they've given that date seems to be wanting to push it as quick as possible, but get it ready. But there's a lot to this game, and they can release and then add to it.
Yeah. Well, so far, they've already had a patch out for the dogfighting module, and the thing is, you get a game like Battlefield. Where it's released, there's so many game-breaking problems with it and glitches that you get so frustrated, and it takes ages for them to figure it out. They have released this, and there's probably a couple of glitches here and there, but nothing that's groundbreaking. But what they do is they tell you every day what the problems are, what they're doing to sort it. I'll just pick my nose there.
Yeah, we need to have finished it by now.
Well, it doesn't matter. We can just make the video longer.
Okay. Right.
But anyway, but yeah. So please. Go to RSA if you're interested in it. I'm not a big space.
No, I'm not. But the advantage of a game like this compared to, say, Rainbow Six Siege, which I'm very excited for Rainbow Six. I'm less excited for this. But if you're spending £40 on a game, Rainbow Six Siege will probably last me 6 to 12 months.
Yeah.
And then I'll move on to something else.
Something else will come out.
This is a game that will last you years.
Well, they have a 10-year plan that they're just going to keep reeling things out.
That's fair enough, but also, will you get bored of a game like this after so? I think it'll be continually evolving. You'll be wanting to improve your character, your standings in the universe, maybe opening up a whole company and expanding throughout the universe.
I mean, you can take
exploring things. And is this the kind of game where if you explore a planet, they'll name it after you or something like that?
If you discover a jump point, where like a point where you can walk between 2 points. If you discover it yourself, because they will have secret ones that no one knows about.
Cool.
You can name it whatever you want. Name it after yourself.
I wouldn't.
Your actions will have consequence
I will.
on the persistent universe.
I'd call it the hoobly boobly jump.
Yeah, you probably would, yeah. And everyone would be like, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, let's go to hoobly boobly.
Oh, hoobly boobly. Who the hell named this? Discovered by Adam.
Yeah. Members Jack.
The twice.
Get in.
But yeah, so please, number one.
Yeah, I can. I fully agree. This is probably the biggest game to date
It's got
I've
me
ever
excited.
seen. It's
I look
got you
at it
very
every day,
excited. Yeah.
But yeah, I will be doing some videos of it, of me trying to dogfight and so forth, and
Trying.
you might have a go.
That's less trying, more failing.
But yeah, please check it out.
Yeah, I hope you enjoyed our top 10.
Yeah, let us know what you think.
Yeah.
Are they on your list? Are they not on
Yeah,
yours?
I mean, obviously, we've tried to mix in PC, Xbox, and PlayStation.
Yeah,
4,
we're trying to be non-biased because
Yeah.
we are all gamers of everything.
Yeah,
Not just one.
So obviously, your top 10 may be different. Maybe all PC, all Xbox, all PlayStation. But we're happy to listen to your feedback and your comments. What are your top 10? What's your number one game? What's the one you're most excited to look forward to coming out?
Yeah. And tell us, we might even be able to play it and show you some of it.
Yeah. And so we'd like to hear from your number one. What would your number one be?
What will it
What will it be?
But yeah, we'll be doing a
Yeah, we're doing a follow-up, aren't we? Of
follow-up video of
honourable mentions.
we've got.
Let me show them the crappy little notes that you've made.
It's not crappy. That's dedicated, hard
Behind
work.
behind the scenes. Save that for extras.
Anyway,
But yeah, we'll see you again for the honourable mentions of other games that we thought were quite good but didn't quite make our top 10.
we'll have to read them off.
We will.
Yeah. Right, join us again.
Bye.
Bye.